All right, all right, all right. I'm here. Shrink the screen down a little bit. Oh, it's not gonna go down any further. All right, everybody. I'm here. We got the PicoBoot. I'm gonna put these mounts in. I have two of these. Well, I got four of these actually, but the other two are gonna have to wait for a few minutes. I have to wait a while. Well, you get two more shells. Anyway, here's another one right here. These are from Laser Bear. They're awesome. Took a few days to come in the mail after I ordered them. They're quick. Yeah, so let's get this done. Of course, I magically have to blow my nose now. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Shout out to everyone who's here, which is one person. I didn't expect to go live at almost 3:30 in the morning, but here we are. I have to go live because I'm going to be very busy the next couple of days, so I got to get this done. So let's do it. Was it better without the lighting? I don't know. Whatever. Let's see. Maybe it's better if I turn the lights off. Probably better if I leave the lights off. All right, we're gonna do this. Now I have the old disk drives here. I need this assembly piece. We're gonna take the drives off. The drives are broken; they don't work. There's no way to fix them. You can replace them, but they're gonna cost a lot of money to replace. So we did the PicoBoot, and we're gonna turn these GameCubes into digital GameCubes, which we pretty much did already. So this is gonna be the final piece of the puzzle here. Okay, let's get this done. Who's the first victim? The blue guy? All right, let's do the ice blue machine. Need that. Come on, man. What the fuck? The joy of having two TVs in the same room. You turn one off and the other one turns on. Okay. So here's the ice blue that we have here. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up because I didn't screw it back together because I knew we were gonna have to do this. And to save time, take some of this stuff out. I have to do some modifications with this thing, but okay. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take one of these apart, mount the new mount on here. Copy it. So for this one, I believe it was this one here. Not that it matters, but if it's clear, let's make it as clean as possible. Milfman, how you doing in the live chat room? Again, we are live right now. You might be watching this on the download later, but we're live. How you doing, Milkman? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 screws right here. We're going to remove all 5 of these screws. Now, Laser Bear, we're generous enough to give us screws here. They gave us 4 screws, just in case you don't have these screws. Or they might be threaded to that plastic. So that was really nice of them to do that. For 12 bucks a mount, I would expect quality. And yes, seems like they got some quality going on with their mounts. I've been buying their mounts for years. All different consoles. You've seen me do them in videos, so these guys are great when it comes to 3D printed mounts. So this is the front here. So I'm gonna flip this over like this. I'm doing good, man. I woke up and I was like, let me do the video because I don't have time this week. Well, it's funny because the dust, or not the dust, but it just, from being screwed in for so many years, the lines are already showing where they have to go. So there you go. We're gonna do this right here. That's how it's gonna go. Again, we have 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So this hole down here won't be used. Okay, so let's do it. Let's get these on. We're not going to use the case screws. We're going to use the screws that come with this. I think you could use both, but again, it's going to go on like this. So we're going to flip this over. You're going to line up the holes. This is kind of the hard part. Okay. One hole lined up over here. Yeah, I heard that when I woke up. That Roman challenged Punk. That's surprising. I guess they're like working together. Or they're going to do a triple threat again of Roman, Seth, and Punk. If Seth is back from injury, who the hell knows? It's lined up, but I have to get this. Now it's not lined up. These screws are not magnetic. I'm just going to make this to be a pain. Okay. I'm going to need some light here so I can see what I'm doing. So I guess the easiest way to do this would be to drop the screw in first. I guess it's going to be interesting when I go to the garden. See these guys a year later still fighting. Yeah, I think that's WWE's problem, man. They just keep doing the same stuff over and over again. Venom Dave, what's going on, man? I wouldn't say drilling it all the way, just start to screw it in. This way this hole's a little bit here. And then again, line up the holes. It's hard to see on camera, but I'm lining up these holes as best I can. And I'll say once you line them up perfectly, hold it in place. And again, for these, you have to thread them. So I have to go back and forth a little bit here. Again, go back and forth to thread it, and you're good to go. That's in. Okay, perfect. So all the holes are lined up, which is what you want. This has to line up. It'll fit in that hole afterwards. And there you go. That's the end result. That's what we want. Dreadpool, what's going on? Camame, what's going on? Dreadpool is going to be meeting my wife in a few days. Again, for the second time. Only this time he'll know who she is. And she will know who he is. There you go. It's not going anywhere. It is mounted in. That's beautiful. Shout out to Laser Bear for doing this stuff, man. I mean, that's crazy. Very nice. All right, cool. So that's how you do it. So let's install it in the GameCube, and I'll show you exactly what's going on. This laser assembly, again, the laser doesn't work, but people might need this board in the future. I will probably throw this online to make a couple of bucks. It'll help pay for this mount, I guess. I'll just throw all the lasers on online and see what they go for. Well, let's install this sucker right here in the blue one. Is Cam flexing his muscles? You going to the gym or something right now? It's 12:39 where you're at. It's 3:39 here. Again, I gotta go to the cardiologist today too, so he'll tell me if I'm dropping dead or not. It should be good. I have the doctor on Friday. That's cold. That's cold for you? That's like summer. Oh yeah, Cam? Guess what? It's 9 degrees here. If I were you, I'd be celebrating in my shorts. That's alright. One of these days I'll try to make it to California. California. Oh yeah, well. It's cold. Oh. I'd rather be where you're at. Wow. Yeah, we were in the 30s a couple of weeks ago. Now we're in single digits. And it was negative a few times last week. And she's gonna be gone, and it's gonna be negative again, I hear. So I have to figure out how to fucking heat the pipes and shit when she's gone. This might turn into Home Alone, where all the shit fucking the pipes burst and shit because I screw up. Of course, she has to leave when the weather's all bad. It has to be this time, you know. Last time everything was cool. This time, forget it. Okay, so the Pico. stick in the corner here. This way the wires don't get caught. A lot of people bend this piece over here and bend it up. Let's see if I have to do that. That's beautiful. This wire being pinched or what? My goal is to not have these wires being pinched. There you go. Nice. So I have the wires coming out in the little corner here. I have to mount this Pico a specific way. You can even put it like this. There you go. Just mount it like this. I think I'll do something like that. What sucks is I gotta test this. And I think I put the HDMI cable back to the house. Back to work, not the house. Oh yeah, I know, right? Well, let's hope not. That was true, because that was February 2020. Because I built the work computer. Which, by the way, I'm gonna say this: fuck safe boot. Because on that computer, I did safe boot to play the Battlefield beta months ago, and that computer will not boot up properly. It keeps booting up freezing and blue screens and black screens. So I got to turn safe boot off on that computer. I might have to redo that computer because it's driving me nuts. Okay, so everything's in. Well, she's gonna enjoy the weather while I'm freezing my ass up over here. I'll be hanging out with Frank this weekend. We'll be streaming, so. Okay, time to screw this sucker back down. Now we can't forget that screw in the back. So death and pestilence will be together for frat time. Pestilence? Who the hell is pestilence? Is that spell check? Breaking Bread with Dread. That's right. Pink is going to be the next guest on Breaking Bread with Dread. It can be a lonely drive. That's pretty much what it's going to be. No disk drive. This is going to be an all-digital GameCube. I mean, this is what you have to do for these old machines because the drives are going to break, and unfortunately, it costs like $50, $60 just to get a new one. And it's not even new, it's used. And then when that one dies, you got to go out and buy another one. These just keep going up in price. So, I mean, if you want to keep gaming, like we saved these machines. I saved these machines because my buddy was going to throw them away. But they still work. You can still mod them and they can still be played. So again, I'm going to hopefully try to sell these and make some money. And someone's going to get to enjoy these things for years. One of the Force. Pink Piggle Pestilence. One of the 4 horsewomen of the apocalypse. I hope not. I hope that doesn't happen again. I think he would say first time, not frat time. Okay, so we did everything. Now again, before you put the fan back on, there's 3 screws here. You gotta put these screws on first before you put the fan back on. I gotta give her the lanyards to give you guys. Instead of mailing them to you, I was gonna have her give them to you. I should go get my Carby in the basement. So I can test this sucker out. Make sure everything is good. But yeah, it seems like everything's good here. It's just I gotta tuck this in. Well, that's it, man. It's done for the most part. So here's what this is gonna look like. And that's it. That's what you're gonna get when you open this sucker. You're gonna open it. It's just a flat surface. This way you don't open it and see through it or whatever. And that's it. That's the way it's gonna be. Done. Very nice. See? I like that. All right, let's do the next one. Merker, what's going on? That new Steam machine makes an awesome pedestal. Yeah. Well, we'll see how the Steam machine. We'll see how that turns out. Because Valve has a lot of explaining to do. If this thing's coming out next month, you better hurry up. Tell us how much this thing is and what the deal is. I think that went from a $500 machine to like $900. Well, let's see. All right, we got another GameCube to do here. The orange one, or warm red. And I have 2 more cubes to do, but I left those at work. So again, that's black and warm red, really orange. Okay, let's do this one. Let's put this aside over here for now. And this is the other laser assembly. This looks like dust, but it's just rust. And I think the rusty one inside of here, no one's really going to care. Again, we have those 5 screws here. We're only going to use 4, which Laser Bear provided. They automatically come screwed into the mount, which is really nice. I like that. There's actually 6 screws for this one. Well, there's 6 in the last one? I can't remember. Probably. The drives are the same. There's some dust in here still. Get rid of that. You guys won't believe how tight this space is. Wiping this down a little bit. A lot of this rust is coming off. Okay. So that's cleaned off. This is the laser assembly. Again, I could put this online and get rid of them. I'm going to put all 4 of them up online in case somebody wants them. Dreadpool says the Merker. Okay, So we're going to take our second mount here. And again, I have 4 of these mounts, but I have 2 of the GameCubes I did are at work still. The ones I did on stream. Well, I did all of them on stream, right? Except for the first one. And again, this is the front right here. You can tell with the 2 ports. So this mount's going to go on like this. So let's do it. So unscrew the screws it came with. And again, I'm going to have to line it up. That's why I have the lights on so I can see the damn holes. I love how the back of the Nintendo always had different colors for their console. I love how back in the day Nintendo, yeah, I know, that's very nice. Now they do different colored Joy-Cons. It's kind of lazy. Xbox was the king of custom consoles. I don't care what anybody says. They were the best. When they got something, a property, man, they went all in with that, or all out. Sony, the PS4 had some good custom ones, but even those were kind of lacking. And now they put the plates on, which is cool, but it's like that's all you got, it's just plates. You know, the 30th anniversary was cool. But besides that, I mean, there's been really like no. Xbox Series X had the SpongeBob console, which I don't see those listed used or anything anywhere. So that I assume that machine's gonna go for a shit ton of money in the future. People remember that. I remember it because I didn't get it because it was $700. I was like, I'm not paying $700 for something that's $329. And now forget it. It probably goes for $7,000 now. I have to line these up just right. I don't know. Oh, the green. Yes, I have that. I got that at Goodwill when I moved up here with the component cables. I think it was like $8. Came with the controller and everything. I sold the component cables for $80. So I made my money back tenfold on that one. The official component cables for all the consoles, they go for a lot of money. All the retro stuff like original Xbox, GameCube. I sold both those cables. GameCube, I got the GameCube component cables from GameStop because the fucking idiots that worked there labeled it PS2 cables and it was $1.99. I paid $1.99. I sold it for $80. The geniuses at GameStop. All right, that's in. Next. Yeah, that was before the big boom in retros. I mean, it was a boom, but now it's just crazy because everything's shot up in money. But you were able to go to Goodwill and find deals like that. We were finding original Xboxes for $8, $20. I found a GameCube for $8 there, and it had Mario Sunshine in it. I made money on that deal. That's when going to the thrift store was fun. Now I haven't walked in the thrift store in years because now they all became corrupted. Goodwill caught on to the gaming thing, and they opened up a gaming center where they would only sell consoles on their website. Now they overprice everything, and it's like, what a bunch of assholes. And they still don't pay their employees properly. So fuck them. You realize they pay their employees pennies? Oh man, this did not happen. My fucking drill died. And it's hard for me to get up with the setup. Well, luckily, this only requires 3 screws. I don't know why. It's a little different. Well, there you go. That's in. You son of a bitch. Okay, well, now I can pull this off. It was a little bit of light. See, the battery's dead. I can't even get up. That's the problem. I have like wires behind me to this camera right here that you're looking at. Let's see if I can get up. Okay, I can get out. So I'll be right back. I just gotta go get the other battery. I got Xbox controllers behind me because I gotta take them apart and wash them. They came in when the guy traded all that stuff in this weekend. You guys see why I need a studio for this stuff? I'm going to look at cats on Wednesday. Hopefully I don't come home with more. But they had 2 new litters of Sphinx. I think the lady's trying to get us to get more. The 80s was the greatest time? Oh, you're lying, man. It was totally the 60s. I'm kidding. I wasn't around for that. Obviously. I got a regular driver just in case this battery isn't charged. Which it might not be charged. Which means we're gonna wait. That's the case. It's not. God, what is going on today? I gotta charge this battery before I do anything. And I don't have a plug accessible to me. Okay. Dude, fuck this. I don't have a plug. Totally screwed right here. Fuck this. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's because of the way that this is set up for this camera. What is going on? Is this thing plugged in? My luck, I'm live and I have to do all this. Nothing is lighting up on this charger, which is not normal. I wonder if my charger died. Even though I use this thing, what, like 5 times? Great. Just my luck. Dude, I'm live, and this charger doesn't want to work. What happened? This thing's like brand new. go in the other room. See, this thing is really broken. Look at this thing. I didn't even uncoil it. It's brand new. And I plug it in, it's not lining up. Unbelievable. Try this one more time. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I'm charging one battery. So until then, I'm going to manually use this drill bit. Giant drill bit. Big screwdriver here. This driver's not that bad. It's like a ratchet. As long as I get enough juice to screw them back in. Screwing them back in with this will be a pain in the ass. Who is still with me in the chat? Anybody still awake? I know it's super late. Again, I have a lot of things to do this week because she's got to leave. So time is of the essence. So if I get these videos out at 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever, because I got to spend time with her. But we still have things to do. Like I have to go to freaking Home Depot. We got to go to BJ's. It'll be a nightmare. The last BBWD. Breaking bread with bread. Well, now would be a good time to subscribe to Dreadpool's channel because Pink Pickles will be on his next episode of Breaking Bread with Dread. And even if that goes up in like 3 years, at least you'll be subscribed and ready to go when he posts it. BJ's is good, but I think Sam's a little bit better. I'll be honest. The only thing is, Frank has Sam's, I don't. So I have to drive over there to go to fucking Sam's. I get your joke, but I'm ignoring it. So I'm telling you Sam's is better. See what I did? Milkman, I'm so sick of Liv Morgan. It's like that girl is so overrated. Yeah, I like Sam's better, man. Sam's, I think, has better stuff. I mean, BJ's is no slouch, don't get me wrong. But I like Sam's. The BJ's over here, they got some decent stuff, but then I go to BJ's in the next town over, and they got fucking gaming PCs and shit, and it's like, why doesn't mine have that? We only had that fucking Xbox thing, that backbone thing. We had it on clearance. It was like a $200 thing. It was on clearance for like $50. Or whatever. I posted the photos of that. Yeah, Costco is where I used to live. Down in Westchester. So this is great. This screw was stripped when I put it in. Not thinking that I needed the top piece. I might have to go get a pair of pliers to get that. I'm trying to see here. Can I get it? I got it. Look at that, man. That's one angle. That's not stripped. Look at that. You saved the day, little guy. Okay. They each have their own. Yeah, it's competition. You know what I mean? They got good stuff either way. BJ's has some good stuff. I'll take BJ's because you know what? We didn't have it at all until a few years ago. So I'm glad they built it. We do not want to put that there. I have electric tape. Put electric tape on this thing. I'll worry about that later. Or never. Okay, so let me see how we're going to frame all this. I just don't know. I like Sam's. I think they're a little more consistent. Like if you go to any Sam's, I think they have like if I go to Sam's, they'll have the same stuff. Whereas BJ's, I go to different ones. They have different stuff. It's kind of annoying. The one in the next town over is like dead. No one ever goes in that one, but they have gaming PCs. They got tons of electronics. Mine has the basic stuff. Oh, you need a printer. Oh, you need ink. You need this. Because again, they got rid of Best Buy over here. So the closest Best Buy is by Frank. All right, what is the deal with this? How come this is not going down? Let's see if I can angle these wires out. I can even do this if I have to. What's with the back? Oh shit! Fuck me. So I took the drive that doesn't. Okay. So there's a lesson, and I fucked myself. This is the drive that goes for the one that only has the AV out. See how there's only one spot? Oh god, I hope I don't work that out. Okay, so I mean, I'm gonna keep this mount here, but now I've learned a lesson here. This is for the one that's at work, the board that's at work that only has the AV. I didn't realize that. I mean, I could pull this up, but what would be the point? Wouldn't be flush with the other one anyway. I mean, you could cut this case. I mean, this case, you could cut this piece and modify it, but man, I fucked up big time. You would have to pull this piece up, break it off of pliers, and then you would probably have to break this piece off to get it to fit. Or this piece right here, you have to probably break this one off. I mean, this mount needed to go on here anyway. Yeah, you see, you learn something in these videos. Only I'm screwed because it's 4:30 in the morning and I'm in my underwear. So I'm not going, and it's 9 degrees outside, so I'm not going to go anywhere and go get it. Okay, well, now I know I have to go to work and grab that thing. Hey, I could just bend it. I could just bend this off with a pair of pliers. Yeah, I didn't even realize that, man. I had no clue. I was like, why isn't it going down? It's going down in the front. This would probably slide in too. Well, there you go. Well, this video is pretty much wrapped up, even though I would like to screw these together. But let me see if my bit, I'm able to screw the other case together. I don't think this bit is long enough. No. I have the actual bit at work. A speed date simulator game. Well, apparently Jeff did speed dating over the weekend, so I have to find out from him how that went. That seems more interesting than the Royal Rumble, I'll be honest with you. Hope you found luck. Because, I hope you found love and luck. Because it's pain in the ass out there. Alright, well, you know what we can do? We could take apart some Xbox controllers. How about that? Because I have to throw all those in the wash, which is something I could do here. Breaking Venge with Dread. Is Venge in here? Speed dating is fun when I did it a long time ago. I've never done that. I saw wasn't it 40-Year-Old Virgin he did that and DDP's wife's tits were hanging out? Or was that a different movie? I could have sworn it was that movie. We got a lot of things here. So this guy traded in a wired 360 controller. I don't know why, but GameStop is giving $22 for this remote. The problem is the breakaway cable's missing. But I ordered 2 of them on Amazon, so they're coming, I think, today or tomorrow. Yeah, they're giving $22 for this remote. So I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to wait. This is a Series X controller. I'm sorry, this is a 1X controller. Everything works except for left and right on this side. Up and down work, but left and right don't work. So again, I could desolder this. I have the thing, the mechanism. And we can get this back up and running. But I should clean it. The back piece, I had replacements, so I put that on here. This is what the crazy guy traded all these in. In fact, I didn't even take this one. And I didn't take this one either. He said, "Oh, I'll just leave everything here," and he did like an idiot. So this controller works. This is the only working one that he had. But as you can, for whatever reason, it doesn't work with black backs. It only works with white backs. White backs. The white back. Just saying, just in case anyone's trying to say anything. This works fine, but all the black shells that I have for the back don't work. I'll say it that way. Only the white shells work for this. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna wash this one. It's kind of dirty. And then here's another one that just doesn't work. And I'm gonna wash this, see if we get it to work. I don't know. Yeah, I did. Milkman, because they gave me over $100 for it. When I paid like what, 20 for it? In fact, someone messaged me the other day, like, "Oh, I'd like to come grab it." And I was like, "Yeah, we don't have it. Sold out." It's funny. I had stacks of original Xbox. If DJ ever comes in the chat, you can ask DJ. I had stacks of original Xbox. I had tons of Sega Saturns. Now they're like the most sought after consoles. The 2 of those. Oh, do you have them? And you can't find them. Nobody wants to get rid of them. They're the best machines, I'm telling you. Listen, I don't care about Xbox right now, but I'll tell you what. Nobody can deny the original and 360 were the best. Hands down, bar none. Those are the greatest consoles that they ever made. Okay, so this is all Torx. They're all Torx. And I have the bit in the closet for that. Again, I wasn't preparing to do this, but here we are. I forgot I could use these. I think GameStop is going the way of DK Oldies. I think they're going to start. I think they're because they're giving insane amounts of credit and cash for old consoles. I think they're going to shut all the stores down and do the online thing. I think that's where GameStop is headed. And I think they're going to do it. They're going to sell a shit ton of consoles and they're going to jack those prices all the way up. Because DK Oldies, that's what they do, man. They sell this shit for double the amount of money than what it's worth, and they're making a killing online. despite the reputation that they get for not refurbishing the stuff, those YouTube videos criticizing them only help because it's still keeping their name out there. Which is, guys, if you don't want people to buy from them, don't make videos. But it makes the YouTubers too much money to not make videos on those guys. Yeah, I'll let you know. I was gonna let you know this time, but the thing is, it was like it came in, and I was like, they're giving over $100 for it. I was like, I'm getting that deal now. So I don't even sell it. I sell it for $99. I think GameStop gave me like 110, 120 for that thing. Like they gave me more than what I sell it for. It's crazy. Don't worry, man. I got you covered. I'm sure another one will come in. There's probably going to be like 10 of them that come in at some point. I also have 2 Xbox 360 Slims at work. My buddy says that, and I have Xbox One. I got to repair a bunch of Xboxes this weekend. I have 2 VCR Xbox Ones. One of them, the disk drive doesn't work, and the other one is the case is destroyed, but the disk drive does work. So I got to transfer that disk drive into the good-looking one for him. So I'll be doing a video with that. I'll be live with that. And then he's got 2 360s that the disk drives don't work, but I have extra disk drives at the shop, so I'm gonna put in working disk drives, save those, this way people can play them and enjoy them. Okay. All right, cool. So this is what I need. I'm gonna throw this in the sink with Ajax, clean it up. If you use Ajax with these things, with the shell and everything, and the buttons, it makes everything feel brand new. In fact, I take the screws out of the D-pad. You never had an OG Xbox? Wow. You're missing out, man. That's a great machine. Even to this day, it's one of the best they ever made. One of the best consoles made, period. You know, even though Xbox is in the shit right now, they really contributed to gaming back in the day. Like they were the best. I mean, they had 2 great consoles that were a staple in fucking pop culture and in gaming history. I mean, you can't deny the original and the 360. They were the best fucking machines that company ever made. Great time in gaming as well. I mean, everything was blowing up, gaming wise. It was the future. It was like Microsoft was the future of gaming. Like it was great. I remember the Xbox 360, the promos and the launch. I was there for the launch at Best Buy. I worked at Best Buy and I was actually on the line for the launch. It was, you go back and watch those videos, you're like, wow, this was the future of gaming. And now gaming is just stagnant. There's no excitement anymore, and that's what sucks. It's all bullshit. Oh, is this coming out? Is that coming out? Is this dying? Is this not dying? Xbox is on its last legs. It's pretty much done. But you see these guys. Oh, it's not dead. It's dead. Okay? I mean, let's be honest here. It's done. And it sucks because they were the best. I still feel that they were the best. You can pretend all you want that they're not on their way out, but they're on their way out. It's clear as day. I was talking to a new customer that came in, and he was talking about the Saturn. And he's like, yeah, I had the Saturn. All my friends had PlayStation. And he goes, every time I went to EB Games, there was more PlayStation games and less Saturn games. And he's like, eventually I got PlayStation. And I'm like, now that you say it that way, now that you put it that way, it's kind of like Xbox right now. You go in there, there's less games, and people are just they're jumping ship to the platform that has more stuff. It's the same exact thing. I never thought of it like that, but he was right. This is different sets of screws here. I'm gonna have to put this in its own box. These are Phillips screws. This is from Microsoft. I don't even know if this thing works because, again, I'm sure I have a cable somewhere in the house, but I'm not digging that out. The cable is coming today or tomorrow. But I'll clean it just in case. But Phillips. I don't know why it has Phillips. Okay, well, let's do it. Usually when it's Phillips, that means it's fake. I don't think Microsoft is making magnets. I think Microsoft is going to have Asus make magnets. Call me crazy, but I have that. Based on what that Paris Lily guy said on Nerd Nest, I don't think Xbox is even making the fucking thing. I think they're partnering with Asus to make it. And that's why it's going to be a boutique item. Boutique. That's funny. Boutique. I was still able to get a GameCube at FYE with RE0 brand new for 100. Like recently? Or back in the day? My FYE didn't sell used consoles. They only sold new consoles. Unless you got a hell of a deal on a new one. Okay, so these are all Phillips, and they're all out. Okay. Again, I don't know if this is working or not, but I would assume it wouldn't be working because those guys, that guy sucked. The guy was fucking arguing with me about taking these in. lot of dog hair. There you go. That's a lot of dog hair, actually. We need tape to pull this stuff out. Ugh. Is this thing stuck in here, or is it glued in? This motor is like stuck to the case. Ugh. That's nasty, dude. There's dog hair all over this case. I guess I'll use this as a garbage bag now. Garbage bag over there. Ugh. I don't mind dogs, but not having dogs for years. It's always a shock to me how much dog hair is on things. Because I used to have dogs, I never really noticed. Not having dogs, you notice all this stuff. A lot of times the hairs, the animal hair, can get in the controllers and screw shit up. It can get in the way of the contacts, and then when you go to hit a button, it won't register. This is nasty, man. My last GameCube was purchased from a coworker for $20 Canadian. Black GameCube 2 controls special. Oh, nice, man. My mom runs a building, and like right before I got married, what was it, 2009? It might have been after I got married. She runs a building part time, and the tenants they moved out, but they left all their shit. They left laptops and shit. And of course, the guys I worked there took all that shit. Well, guess what? She got all the gaming stuff. So I got a GameCube, and it's still downstairs with the Game Boy player, with Smash Brothers, tons of games. That was pretty cool. That was when she came through with that. I mean, what was it last year? That PlayStation? They left a fucking PlayStation there. The one that didn't work, I took it to GameStop and they gave me, what was it, like $300 for it? Fred traded it in. screws there for the D-pad. So you got 2 shells here. I'm going to throw these in the wash. Now we're going to do this one. This is the Xbox One controller. Oh, sorry, I keep saying that. It is an Xbox One controller. So Xbox One X controller. I called it Series controller last time. The back is clean because it's brand new. I put it on there. Again, this is all from the same guy. I don't know what the fuck all this is. I don't know what people do to their controllers. Okay? This is like adhesive with like paper on here. What are you fucking doing? How hard is it to put batteries in and put the cover back on? What the fuck is all this shit? Like, I don't understand people. What do they do to these things? They like molest their fucking controllers. And it's like, what are you doing? You look. This is my launch Series X controller from 5, 6. It's going on 6 years. No drift, none of that horse shit. Look at it. It looks like it's brand new. Okay? You look at this controller like, oh, this is 6 years old. You wouldn't think. You'd be like, oh, did you just buy this controller? I didn't fucking tape it. I didn't put paper on here. I didn't do anything stupid. This is how it should be. That's why all my controllers are fucking sealed, because this controller still works. Because I take care of my shit. What the fuck is this? Seriously, what is that? Jesus. Alright, we gotta get in here. So there's screws in these handles. So to pop the handles open, you need a plastic tool. It's like, guys, calm down with the remotes. So what you do is with the plastic tool, push that down and stick it in the corner. You start clicking it out. And then from there, you can take one of these. Sometimes you don't even need to pry it. Just slide it through. Pry out just a little bit. Then you decide to click out like that. At the very bottom here. Again, don't force it because these clips will break. And you can get it back on, but it'll be a lot loose if you break one of the clips. Just try not to break the clip. I hate when people put stickers on it. Yes. I hate that too because I have to clean it. Now they make vinyl stickers, so that's fine. But like back in the day, the stickers with the glue and shit, like it doesn't age well on the newer machines. Take your time. You can even now that this is pried open a little bit, you can stick this in. Sometimes it just pop right off in the beginning. You want to do as much as I did. But you see all these clips, they're not broken. So that's good. You want that. Because again, if they do break, this part will be a little loose. There's 2 screws in here. Get these out. This one, it stays with the faceplate. And again, we're going to do the other side here. Hold this down, stick this in. There you go. The clips are not broken here, so that's good. And again, this controller, somebody took this apart because this was already like that. So somebody was in here. Again, all the buttons work except for on the right stick. Left and right do not register on the Xbox app. Up and down does, but not left and right. So this mechanism needs to be replaced, and I have those at work. But I'm here to clean all this up. Which the sink is at home. So I'm going to go throw these in the kitchen sink when I'm done opening all these. This faceplate will pop off like Darth Vader. And there's Darth Vader over there. All this. Like these buttons and stuff, I'll use the I could take all this shit out, but it's a pain in the ass. There's dog hair again. This guy had a dog. I'm assuming he had a white dog because it's white dog hair. He could have had any dog. They have all different color hair. I'm assuming it's white dog hair. Again, nothing against dogs. I'm just saying. Just when I had dogs, you don't notice the hair until you don't have dogs. Well, you know what? I gotta open this anyway, so I might as well just take all the buttons out. So you're gonna need a smaller Torx. I have one in this kit. That's the big one. What am I doing? Right here. You need the smallest one. There's one in this corner right here. Take that out. Another one in this corner. Take that out. There's 2 up here. I don't like taking this apart because it's pain in the ass to do, but I have to do it. Basically, what we have to do is we have to replace the right stick, which is right here. You have to desolder all this, and then the right stick will pop out, and then you just solder in a new stick. Yeah, since I have to open that anyway and do all that, might as well just take all this apart. Disconnect the Wi-Fi. As much as I hate the two boards, I like it better than Sony's because Sony uses these clear like ribbon things, and that's annoying. Oh shit! I forgot this is soldered to the fucking Xbox. Jesus Christ! These wires are soldered to the board here, and I don't have. Well, I don't even need to wash all that. I can get these buttons out without having to desolder that. Again, it's just a pain in the ass to work on this. But I do like this controller better the way it was put together because these are just boards. Whereas Sony has all ribbons and it's clear shit and it's annoying. And there goes that screw. So screw me. It's hard to see what a screw is because all these capacitors are silver. So the screws. Hey man, sometimes these buttons get nasty too, because they gotta be washed. And there's a dog hair on my desk. I gotta find that screw that fell. It shouldn't be that hard, it should be right on the floor. Controller, D-pad. Alright, so I got my shell and I got all my buttons. Can even remove these metal pieces. I'll just leave them. Let's see, can I pry these out? You can wash them with, wait for them to dry off, and then hopefully they don't rust out. So it's better you just take all that out if you can get it out. So there's your shell. There's dog hair again. Okay, so and this is a speaker. Here's your jack, your headphone jack. Don't wash this. You're in big trouble. So I have all the buttons here for the Xbox One controller. It's ready to go. shells here. And I'll have to clean this one. This I'm probably going to clean by itself. Because everything looks good on here. Yeah, this looks brand new. It's just dirty. So better if I take this apart and clean it. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to do with that. For right now, just get all this stuff washed. I have a bag or something. Yeah, I'll throw all this stuff in here. Stuff gonna fall out. Wash all the sticks. I gotta do that. The sticks seem like they're still, and they're a little worn, but they're not completely worn out. I have extra sticks at work anyway, just in case. But I'm back. Oh, you did a short life? Nice, man. Just getting these Xbox controllers ready to clean. That's a bonus for you guys. And I found that extra screw that fell. Beautiful. There you go. Since I brought back the wrong assembly for this. We took apart these Xbox controllers. I'm going to clean them. Put them in the sink with some Ajax. You know what? I'm going to take this one apart too long here. Just do them all in one wash. The cats are going to watch me wash these things and be like, what the hell is this guy doing? Again, I mean, this one was really good, but I want to wash it. That battery is done. I'm going to charge the next battery. So that one dies out. The backup is charged. Milkman, your PlayStation is beautiful. I opened it, I cleaned it out. There wasn't much dust on the heat sinks, so you're good to go, man. I just gotta wait for the game to come out so I can get it, install it, and then it's off to you. Maybe I'll just ship it to you. Is it safe to ship stuff to you or what? if I ship this thing, you're gonna get it, right? I don't want to ship it to you and then it gets stolen, because then we're really fucked. I don't think Eli would have a problem bringing it to you, but just in case. Man, this is nice. This is nice and clean in here. These aren't clean. That's nasty. The rest of this seems fine. Usually I pop these things off and clean them, but for this I'm going to use the antibacterial wipes. Those are cleaned out. I mean, these sticks aren't that bad. I mean, kind of dirty, so I'll just throw them in. Move that over here, so I know what board that is. That's a good board. The D-pad. The screws off right here. This controller's not that bad, but there is dirt, so we're gonna clean it. Also, when you clean these things in the sink with the Ajax, dude, I don't know what it is, but they feel brand new when you take them out. You dry them off. They feel like you just bought these things. I guess it gets all the grease and stuff. The finger oils. So that's done. Well, I'm here, I'm gonna wipe these down. Again, I can pop these off and throw them in the wash, but you're dealing with springs here, and it's a pain in the ass to get them back in. Like, it can be done easily, but these wipes usually get everything that needs to get off. It's just all the dirt that gets in between the back triggers. Okay. Alright, so that's it. Those are done. This I'll worry about later. Just not to waste this. Again, I could pop all this out. Like this will come on. It's like I'm not doing all that. Especially if I don't know if this, when I resolder this stick right here, if that's even going to help it. So this became a huge mess, but you know, it had to be done because. So for this, I can't complete because I have to go back to work and grab the pieces for it, which sucks. But we did complete this one. Again, I left the freaking screwdriver at work with the bits, so I can't screw it back together right now. But there you go. That's what you'll see when you open it. Just a flat surface, like I was saying. Turn that on. It'll do PicoBoot, and you're good to go. And again, your SD card is going to go under here. It's going to plug right in there. And that's it. You're done. You have all your bottom pieces. So yeah, this was a fun project. It was pretty expensive because these cases are about $50 a piece. So, and the mounts were $12 a piece plus shipping. And the PicoBoot, I think a 3-pack is like $15 or something, and then you got to get the SD card adapters, and those are about $6-7 a piece. Like, you know what I mean? This stuff costs money to do all this, but when it's done, it's done. You know. So this is a nice little digital GameCube. It'll work out for somebody who just wants to play games. So very cool. This case is beautiful. All right, I think I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go wash all this stuff. It's almost 5:20 in the morning. I guess I'll make another video. Depending if I'll probably have to go to my job and go pick up the other pieces for this. So maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll wash these things, get dressed, go over there, grab the pieces, come back in a little bit, and just finalize them, get them done. So, all right, guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back probably a couple hours. So, anyway, have a good one. Peace.